Good morning to all you young Restless fans just in front of me here. I'm here today to give you a quick little spoiler for today's episode of CBS Daytime Drama Young Restless. I'm going to read it to all of you. Here's the little spoiler. Today on Young Restless, Constance opens her door to Nick, who explains he is looking for the woman that saved him. When Nick says his last name is Newman, Constance closed the door in his face. In the other room, Sage reminds Adam she agreed to him being Gabriel to save Constance. The pain of losing her grandson. If he walks out on that sweet woman, she'll tell the cops Adam Newman is alive and well. Adam calls her bluff and says he doesn't take orders from her. Constance wheels in, upset about the man at the door, but doesn't reveal his identity. Adam says he's restless. Constance can't let him go yet. He agrees to just for the night and take Sage. Adam tells Sage not to be nipping at his heels. And then, at the underground, Avery apologizes to Joe for blaming him for the incident at Crimson Lights. She asks him to respect that she's with Dylan. He's always wanted what's best for her. Dylan appears. Avery says she's told Joe they don't blame him for the incident. Nick arrives. He meets Joe and says he's adamantly opposed to his development. Joe excuses himself. Nick questions Avery being married to such a slick operator. Talk turns to Sharon hiring David Sherman and filing a countersuit. And then at the Jabot lab, Ben leaves Victoria a message that he'd like to see her at the baby. And the baby. And Ashley and Abby arrive, and he says he has major news. He's had a breakthrough and obliterated the bad scent. Abby sniff and are thrilled. He said he warns it may not be potent since he neutralized the scent. Ash wants to open the champagne, but Ben wants to go see Victoria. Abby apologizes for the way she treated him regarding his father, but warns it won't change things with Victoria, who has now had a bigger family with Billy. Ben goes, and Ash rants at Abby for being so blunt toward him. About Victoria, Abby and Ashley welcome Tobias to their team. After Abby gets calmly about having no one to kiss under the mistletoe, Ash reassures her. Later, Ashley talks to Tobias about the fragrance perhaps not being as effective. He wonders what she means. Ash flashes to Ben kissing her. We'll get to that later, he says. And then at the penthouse, Chelsea and Billy laugh about having two trees. She leaves a meeting and calls someone to meet her at the club. At home, Victoria holds the baby while phone buzzes. Billy arrives. She gets Christmas ornaments out, and Billy offers to help decorate the tree. Vicky finds Billy's special ornament. They hug. Ben sees from outside. They recall last Christmas and are glad they're friends. They admire Katie. We got our miracle, Billy. Later, Victoria listens to Ben's message and wonders why she never came by. At the club, Chelsea offers Jeff an envelope of cash to drop charges against Ben. Jeff mulls it over. Chelsea says Stitch has separate numbers. Chuckles. She's doing this because she wants the full credit of being Victoria. Chelsea asks, "Will you do this one last thing for me?" Jeff says, "I'll take care of it." Peaches. Later, Adam enters and locks eyes with Chelsea. Stitch arrives at the underground and making Avery and Dylan are discussing food. Eating Billy's. Avery and Nick step away to discuss the case. So Ben becomes Dylan. He thinks Billy and Victoria are already back together. Avery approaches Joe and questions her not going to the house with Dylan. She snaps at him and rejoins Dylan. She tells him Joe sent a text at Thanksgiving. Dylan goes to Joe. He tells him no more calls, texts, or surprise visits, but things are going to get much less civil. Abby arrives. Ben drinking and says he has a change of plans. Abby checks it in Nick and tells her about the room he received his life. Jeff arrives and Ben wants him. Jeff was going to drop his suit. He was not sure what the truth. Later, Nick asks for Abby's support. She wants to knock a new man to always get back up. At home, Dylan and Avery kiss passionately in the dress. After making love, Avery gets wine and Dylan makes her a Ben stutters into glad as she goes. So that's why I was born. This is why I was George Leslie's son. All you have to do is subscribe to me just like that. I can get updates of what's going on, what's happening. So stay tuned.